Meanwhile, search efforts continue for Josh Wall. Now, he's the 26-year-old who went missing at the height of the snowstorm on Friday. So for more on the search and the challenges volunteers are facing, we've reached out to Jeff Roach. He's with the Avalon North Wolverines Search and Rescue. That's a volunteer emergency search and rescue organization. And we reached him in Roaches Line, Newfoundland. Jeff, thanks for joining us. I understand, of course, you're a busy guy, but what can you tell us about what the status of the search is right now?
Yesterday we were on scene in Roaches Line, assisting the Bay Roberts RCMP. As you can appreciate from the storm, with the wind and the snow conditions, there's a fair amount of snow on the ground where we are, especially in the backcountry. It's not proven much difficulty. We have several Argos with tracks on them, and we have several snowmobiles up here as well. Right now today we have assistance from some other neighboring SAR teams as well, and they are en route. We have a chopper in the air right now. Well, the RCMP has a chopper in the air assisting us, and right now we've gone in on the grounds in the area looking for Mr. Wall. The snow is packed down pretty good in places. We're using snowshoes, and in some areas it's packed down pretty good. In others it's not, so we're sinking down pretty quickly in some areas. But other than that, we're not getting stuck with the machines, so far the conditions are okay. The winds are pretty low right now, and it's pretty clear out, so it's favorable search weather here today.
How wide of an area, though, are you searching? And can you describe what the terrain is like, how heavy the trees are, that kind of thing?
Well, right now we're within a couple of kilometers of the residence where we're set up here, where he was known to be. However, the chopper is covering quite a large radius, so I can't comment exactly on the exact radius, but of course, it's in the air, so they can cover up a lot of ground in a short period of time.
What's the big challenge for you today?
Challenges today, basically just making sure, because the snow is so high, that we're thoroughly checking through the snow and around the areas. We need to put less bodies in the Argo, of course. We don't want to make the machine too heavy, but at the same time we want enough eyes that we can see around the vehicle and make sure we do a thorough job as we go along.
As we understand it, the young man went missing as the storm was underway. What are your challenges moving forward in terms of where he might be and what condition he might be in?
Well, I can't comment on specifics of the investigation, but as you know, we had quite the large amount of snow, very strong winds, something we haven't seen in a long time. So it's presenting its challenges. There's a lot of high drifting in areas, and just trying to get into the area is not a big challenge as such, because we are able to get in with the Skidoos and the Argos. But because of the amount of snow in there, we want to make sure that we're getting through the snow, under the snow, around any amounts of snow in there, especially when it's tucked in under the trees. Something that a person missing would, tree, for instance, to provide shelter. So it's not as easy as when there's less snow on the ground that you can get in around and see underneath things as easily.
Can I get you to comment? I mean, you're a volunteer, you're there with other volunteers. Can I get you to comment on the community response that you're obviously seeing for this search?
Well, it's phenomenal. We have many community partners in here. Today we have 2 neighboring SAR teams sending in some crews with their equipment to add on to the number of units that are in the search area. We have several volunteer firefighters from the area using their own Skidoos in coordinating with us under our coordination here. And even some locals here. We're set up in back of someone's driveway They've gone ahead and cleared a big section for us, so we're in safely off the road. To provide meals to us. They're making sure, right now I'm in my vehicle, it's -10, but it was -20 only a couple of hours ago. So they're making sure that, we're kept warm and we're kept on our toes. So we appreciate everyone's assistance to us. It surely is a community effort here today and yesterday.
Jeff, we'll let you get to it. It's important work you're doing, and the best of luck. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Jeff Roach is with the Avalon North Wolverine Search and Rescue, and we reached him at Roaches Line, Newfoundland.